4:47 a.m. International Space Station. Commander William Shepard checks the environmental readings and freezes. Temperature controls offline, humidity systems failing. Life support showing critical errors.
Cabin pressure unstable.
The same software keeping 3 human beings alive in the vacuum of space. This isn't science fiction. This actually happened. One teenager, one computer. One night that proved the most powerful military in human history was completely defenseless against a curious kid with an internet connection. But here's the terrifying part. Jonathan James wasn't trying to hurt anyone. He was just bored. In 3 years, this boy would infiltrate NASA, hack the Pentagon, crack Defense Department systems, and expose security flaws that could have crippled America's national defense, all while doing homework and playing video games. The FBI called him the most dangerous juvenile cybercriminal in American history. His neighbors called him a quiet kid who loved Star Trek. His victims called him a security nightmare. Jonathan called it education. But when the largest credit card theft in history went down 8 years later, someone decided Jonathan James was the perfect scapegoat. Someone who had never met him, never spoken to him, never bothered to check if he was actually guilty. And that someone just sentenced a genius to death. This is how America lost one of its most brilliant cybersecurity minds. December 12, 1983, Pinecrest, Florida, population 18,000. The kind of suburb where kids still rode bikes without helmets and parents knew their neighbors' names. Robert James was debugging code at the kitchen table when his 6-year-old son wandered over. Programming was Robert's profession, but for little Jonathan, it looked like magic. Green text flowing across black screens. Commands that made machines obey. What does that do, Dad? It tells the computer what to think. Wrong answer.
This is where we learn how to make it all happen.
Or maybe the perfect answer, depending on your perspective. Within months, Jonathan had claimed the family computer. While other first graders were learning to tie their shoes, he was learning to break digital locks his parents thought were secure. The first sign of trouble came quickly. Robert installed parental controls to limit Jonathan's computer time. Reasonable precaution for a kid showing obsessive behavior. Jonathan bypassed them in an afternoon. How did you... Robert started. It wasn't that hard. Jonathan shrugged, already back to his screen. By age 10, Jonathan was reading programming manuals like other kids read comic books. C programming language, Unix operating systems, network protocols, technical documentation that college students struggled with. His parents worried.
Jonathan, we need to talk about this.
Normal kids played outside. Normal kids had friends. Normal kids didn't install Linux on the family computer without permission, wiping Windows completely. Jonathan, You can't just change everything without asking. Linux is better. Windows has too many vulnerabilities.
Jonathan, we just want to talk to you.
We need to
Worry
talk
is
about
12.
this now.
The arguments escalated.
We're really concerned.
I understand your
Jonathan
concern.
would disappear into cyberspace until 3 a.m., emerging only for school and meals. His grades suffered not from lack of intelligence, but from boredom. Why memorize dates and formulas when you could explore networks spanning the globe? When his parents finally confiscated his computer, Jonathan did what any rational teenager would do. He ran away. I'm not coming home until you give it back. 3 days later, they gave it back. They thought they were dealing with typical teenage rebellion. They were actually raising a digital savant who was about to become the most wanted juvenile hacker in America.
So, about the summer plans.
Are we still thinking of the beach trip?